Fantastic. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brian Bellman. I'm the operations manager for RideOn in Dundee. So I've been in post for the last 2 months, and my aim over the next 10 minutes is just give you an introduction, understanding on how the e-bike sharing scheme is working and how popular it is, and future plans for the project. So we operate quite a small team in Dundee, a very competent team. We have bike technicians, dock technicians, and obviously their aim is to ensure that the product, as in the e-bikes and the docking stations, are operational at all times, to provide a good form of sustainable transport to Dundee City Council and residents. So the system itself is operational by a docking system, which is obviously connected to the power supply within the street, and the docks themselves do cover various shapes and sizes. So we can have dual platforms or a single linear platform, and we can operate from a 24 station, for example, to maybe a smaller station to suit the environment, maybe down to a station with 12 bikes, etc. Every bike is tracked, so we can track every user, and we can show how popular the service is. A lot of the technology and what we deliver is designed around the commuter, but also the product is very well used by people using it for leisure at the weekend. So we launched in 11th of November 2020 to a reduced size group of users who did the pilot testing of the e-bikes, which went down fantastically well. And we opened up in March 2021 after 10 months of service. We've already achieved 15,000 registrations and users currently, and that is still growing. So, for example, yesterday I attended Freshers Fair in Dundee, and we registered in excess of over 50 users in the last 24 hours, which is fantastic. Very, very, very popular scheme with the student population who are just returning to Dundee. From there, we've completed 19,000 successful trips, and most of the users ride between 5 and 10 kilometres, followed by those who prefer to use the scheme as recreational activity and registered between 10 and 20 kilometres. Predominantly, the ones with a higher usage, as in higher kilometres, is the service is very popular at the weekends from Dundee City waterfront to Broughty Ferry, where the customer or the user will dock the bike, see the sights of Broughty Ferry, the charge then stops the scheme, and then they'll return to Dundee at their leisure. 83% of the users rate the experience with maximum punctuation, and the most used service currently is based at Discovery Point. So as you can see from the map, so the stations we currently have is 16, and they are all centralised at the moment within the Dundee city centre, from the waterfront into the city centre itself, accommodating the University of Dundee. And obviously the aim of the project is that it interconnects every society and makes the trip cost effective for the user. This weekend, for example, we've got another station going live at the waterfront, and the ambition over the next sort of 6 to 7 months is that there will be 30 stations within Dundee, and they will be being placed in more populated areas, as in housing schemes, etc. There's a good example of the stations we have in place. So quite a popular station in South Tay Street, that's very central to Dundee. As I mentioned before, that's quite a small station. We accommodate about 6 bikes there daily, and the usage of that station has become very popular since the students returned. This station here in Euclid's Crescent, again, very popular, really designed around the commuter, very central to Dundee and local businesses. And this one at the Dundee Science Centre has literally just been in operation in the last week. We also do go very recreational, so Baxter Park, this station here is a 24 dock station. So we have 12 bikes at that station at any one time. And all these stations are operationally kept effective by a member of the team who will rebalance and check the service of the bikes daily. And he ensures that each station will operate at 50%, therefore providing the user the capacity to return a bike to the docking station without any concerns. Okay, so RideOn Scotland delivers a 360 mobility platform, and RideOn offers a complete mobility server as a provider, operator, and also mobility platform. We define ourselves as mobility technologists due to our aim to offer 360 services fully suitable to users, public administration, and private companies. In addition to offering solutions adapted to our target, we provide global access to the mobility system, online and offline solutions, and integrated payment. So what that is really saying is all of our users download an application, they pay for it via the phone and obviously through the banking system. They will turn up to a docking system, present the phone into the docking system and the bike, and that will release the bike. Once the user has finished their trip and they put the bike completely back into the docking station, that then closes the trip for the user. Excuse me. RideOn offers the best last mile solution adaptable to actual urban mobility environment. We estimate trips around 2.7 miles, and thanks to our high quality system, we expect to have 7% of our fleet still operational within 5 years, without the necessity to replace them due to vandalism and improper use. And so that really works hand in hand with the technicians we have. They are very good at keeping the product as in the bike serviceable at all times, and the rebalancer checking the bikes daily. RideOn offers security typical from a dock system and the freedom related to the dockless operators. Urban planification. Most operators are having problems with public administration due to aggressive entrance to the cities without considering urban planification and nor placing the individual in the center of all mobility solutions. RideOn allies with local authorities and guarantees long-term stability, and also provides an additional service to other operators, giving them the possibility to keep operating in the cities. Ready for future challenges, RideOn has diversified solutions in order to stand out from other operators and mobility platforms, and the company is ready to handle successfully the challenges in the mobility industry, production increase, expansion to new cities to create more sustainable urban areas, and public-private collaboration and dependence on private vehicles. So in this slideshow here, the benefits for our partners. RideOn is a company developing sustainable mobility solutions that generate a zero impact on the environment. We contribute to reducing pollution in the city and commit to projects providing improved quality standards. Shared mobility is currently booming in urban centres of major cities. RideOn is a pioneer in implementing shared mobility systems due to its ability to customize the use of shared vehicles. Shared vehicles and tools that interact with the user have become advertising media with a high and consistent impact. Okay, that ends my presentation. If you have any questions, please follow obviously Dan's guidance for, later, and I will obviously answer any questions I can to the best of my ability.